And they always got these. And they always having fun.
Thank you very much. My name is Konstantin. I'm representing TipTop Audio here at Superbooth. Thank you for coming. And I just wanted to talk about why and how. First, I'll talk about how. No, actually, first I'll talk about why. And this is very important, and I've been thinking about that for quite a while, because there are a lot of information, a lot of questions people ask online and in real life, basically saying, people ask, should I get drum modules? And the answer usually is, just get a drum machine. Yeah? Well, that's obvious choice for many people, but there are key differences between modular drums and drum machines. And let's talk about the obvious. Is that first of all it's modular, so you choose whatever you want. So you take this drum and that drum, and you combine your personal drum, so to speak, drum set for your own personal needs, and it's unique for you. Yeah? Each drum module has an individual output, has whatever CV control that you need. It has accents, so it's already more than any drum machine, or most of the drum machines will have. And I'm not even talking about you can just make it like 20 drum sounds, or you can just like 4 or 2 or whatever. So this is the obvious advantage. The less obvious advantage is the sound, because this is better sounding than drum machines. It has higher level, it has other modules that you can process the drums. You can group certain sounds, certain groups of drum sounds together, process them simultaneously, affect them, you can mute them, and so on. It's more fulfilling as an artist to have this freedom of choice, basically, but not, I mean, those are not plugins, you cannot just like multiply them all the time. So you choose your drum set, you work with it, and it's your own personal drum set. Now, the less obvious thing, and this is, I think, the key why actually modular drum machines are way superior than regular drum machines, like, so how we call it, like fixed architecture drum machines, is the multiple sequencing options. With a normal drum machine, you have grid of 16, or whatever, 32, 64, like usual, and that's it. So you program your pattern, and if you want to move from one pattern to another pattern, you have to switch the whole thing altogether to move on. With multiple sequencing, I can keep certain things running, and I can switch other things and change them, mute them, shorten them. So in my drum, this size, even though it's slightly different setup to what I would use live, because I would use not 2 circadian rhythms, but just 1. Because it's easier to just navigate during the live sets. I have, in this size drum machine, 4 different drum sequencers when I play live. And here is the real reason why it's better. Because the musical results that you get, the fulfillment, your artistic fulfillment as an artist is much greater, and it's easier to navigate. It's easier to go from one song to another, and people who saw me play live at the booth, they were surprised how easy it is to go, how easy for me, how easy I am moving from one song to the next song, even though I have nothing prepared. So I have no prepared sequence, it's a blank state. So I come, everything's clean, I start. And that's how I play. And the fact that I can mute things, that I can change things, that I can reprogram on the fly, which is super easy, I can see everything at the same time, all the controls are not behind menus. So obviously it's better. For me, maybe you're doing some other kind of music and drum machine with its fixed kind of thing that would work better for you. But as a techno artist, I find this extremely helpful to have this multiple sequencing, separate outs, different. Each drum has separate accent input. And the fact that I can use samples as well, the chords that you've heard, it's a sample. It's playing from the one. It's super organic sounding. It's if I would work in the studio, I probably would use like 3 oscillators tuned in a chord, and that's what I would use. But in the studio, it's a different story. When I play live, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm super excited and I move the knob, and then I'm like, oh shit, my chord is off. So I use samples because it's just a one sound in the whole arrangement. You know, it's not everything doesn't have to be super synthesized. You know, it's just at the end of the day, we play music. We're not showing off our synthesizer skills. You know, how I can patch like this and like that. No, people don't really care. You know, people come to parties or concerts. They don't know about modular. They don't care actually. They come to listen to music. That's what we have to always remember. We are not showing our potential skills or even our instruments. We play music for people to enjoy or for ourselves to enjoy, and if we enjoy, and then people most likely also will enjoy. It's like a disease. It's contagious, you know. And this stuff is really good. It's so sounding so great that it's just, they have no choice. They have to stay. You know, you open this, where is it? I mean, can you Nobody moves from the dance floor. No one. Only people who have suddenly stomach problems running to the toilet. And this is a true story. I actually witnessed it myself. So it does happen from time to time. Yeah, well, that's probably it. And I, again, like I always say, I really love Tip-Top Audio, and it's been my system since I've been buying the individual drums since they were released. Slowly, all the rest of my studio kind of sucked into the modular. Now I use only Eurorack, mostly Tip-Top. I use non-Tip-Top modules for things that we don't have, like high-pass filters. Actually, that's it. High-pass filters. The rest, I'm very happy with it, and honestly saying this is my system, not my kind of given to me as to show to people, and it stresses me sometimes when people come and start tweaking my stuff. You know. But I'm here for that, so I'm holding myself not to go away. Yeah. Thank you very much. Do I have some more minutes to talk? I guess not. Oh, perfect timing. You know, Tip-Top, it's all about timing. I started at 6, I finished exactly 20 minutes. Thank you. Peace.